Hello guys, I wanted to try to make more building videos for The Sims 4 since I play the game like all the time. Anyways, this is Grandpa's cozy cabin, and you will see how much I struggled building this since I had kinda like no idea of what I wanted until like midway through recording LOL. My mind is always scrambled while building in The Sims, and as you can see here, I'm putting a fireplace inside, even though I am not done with anything outside or even putting wallpaper or floors in. I got tired of the darkness inside the house, so I put these base game bright lights in so I can properly see what I am putting down. One time I did not put any lights into a build until I was done with all of the decor, and in the dark, it looked like it matched, but it was like a rainbow unicorn clown hybrid threw up all over the place. Never doing that again. I kinda struggle with the kitchen, because I am used to doing medieval surf house builds where the stove is like in the middle of the home, so the house can stay warm during the winter months, but this is not a medieval home for a serf. This is Grandpa's cabin, and Grandpa lives in the 21st century, where kitchens are almost purely for decoration since people can just DoorDash what they want from other places now. By the way, I am not making fun of those who order DoorDash. I myself love using DoorDash when I, 1, have the money to do so, and 2, when I don't want to cook LOL. Anyways, if I am not building medieval style builds, I like building a huge kitchen with a lot of counter space, but since Grandpa lives in a small house with just him and his wife, a small kitchen will do. I would like to think even though they have a small kitchen, they will have a huge dining room because they want their grandkids to visit sometime. So again, I am struggling because my brain goes, I absolutely need tiles in both bathrooms right now, even though I am working on the dining room. Also, I completely forgot to add windows into the dining room area. I get so distracted easily. Like earlier today, my husband and I were having an important conversation, and I saw something really sparkly in the corner of my eye, and I was like, squirrel. Now I am putting windows in all of the rooms before I completely forget that windows exist. Then I decided that I disliked all the outdoor wall color. Also, I purposely put the bathroom windows high like that on the bottom floor because all the homes I used to live in had windows like that for the bathroom specifically, except for one time. And that one time a dude tried to look in while I was trying to use the bathroom, but little did dude know, my stepdad was already outside grilling food in the yard and saw bro walking up to the bathroom window, and he squared up with bro and chased him off. The burgers were burnt, but I was safe from being scarred for life. And now that is why I also build houses with high-up window for the bathrooms in The Sims 4. I don't want something like that happening to my Sims like ever. Even though technically that cannot happen in The Sims 4, unless you use certain mods, I just don't want it happening anyways. Now I am taking a small break from the inside of the house. I am outside mapping out what I think I want the outside to look like. I want a lot of green, but I almost forgot this was in Chestnut Ridge, where there is a lot of like deserty-like areas with some green grass. So I put some plants that are found in the desert and put some live grass and some dead dry grass as well to fit the vibes of the world. I really like the cactus with the flowers on it, but it was way too short, so I enlarged it to make it taller. Speaking of cactuses, my family and I planted 2 of them because all my plants kept dying since it keeps getting to 120 degrees outside during the summer, but they both died anyways because our landlord quote-unquote accidentally hit them with the weed whacker. I am so upset about that, bro, but it's good now since we will be moving soon, so we won't deal with landlord again. I'm so excited. Bro, I forgot that I had the move objects cheat on, so I was having some troubles trying to align the chimney in the right spot. Also, I forgot to mention that this build is only using base game and horse ranch items, and that it is in the gallery right now. My Sims profile name is me3pme3plol. I don't know how to change it, so it stays like that for now. I'll also spell it in the description of this video, so you guys can check out my builds that I post in the future. Okay, even though I am not done with the outside, I decided to get back to work on the inside. I could not for the life of me decide what I wanted to do for this downstairs bathroom, bro. Like I wanted a shower/tub combo, but the ones they had did not fit the look I was going for. So upset right now. I like putting some paintings in the bathrooms of my builds, but I didn't want it directly over the toilet or the tub, and above the sink has the medicine cabinet over it, so I placed it where I think it fits best. I wish The Sims had a base game wooden seated toilet like some older houses used to have, or do they have wood painted seats? I don't know. I never questioned it when I did see it. Like bro, I am not putting my face close enough to the toilet seat to see if it's actual wood covered in resin of some sort, or if the toilet seat was painted to look like wood, okay? Now we are in the living room, placing curtains on the tall, slender windows because no curtains fit the other window in the living room, and even if they did, they probably would not have matching swatches. Yes, I did struggle with the painting in the living room, because I thought about making it into a collage, but it felt wrong when I was placing them, so I decided to stick with the one on the wall above the couch and put two next to the stairs above the rocking chair. I decided to add a guitar so Grandpa can rock on both the rocking chair and rock out with his guitar like how my grandpa used to. Whenever I build, I am, like I said earlier, everywhere. My mind is like everywhere, like I will be building as you can see here, and I will either get bored of the room I'm in or get distracted by an item that I think would go perfect in another room or outside. Now it's time for me to struggle with the lighting of the rooms. Since this is not a modern glass house, the windows will not let in a lot of light, so I have to struggle with placing ceiling lights in each room. I did try using the wall scone lights, but none of them really fit the vibes I was going for, unfortunately. I finally found the cookie jar and the salt and pepper shaker that I wanted the kitchen to have because I need the chocolate chip cookies like how my grandma used to make, but we ain't on good terms anymore. That's a long story that I won't get into today. Anyways, I love this little rotary phone from the Blast from the Past event. I think that was the name of the event. I do not remember, but I like the old phone in Grandpa's cabin because I like to think Grandpa doesn't like that modern technology that these youngins are glued to today. Well, my grandpa would have said we were zombied out on the phones, lol. Even though I dislike the welcome mats because I don't like many people, well, specifically solicitors like bro, you are not welcome at my house. I don't know you and no, I don't want to buy your unquote unbreakable bowl or plate, bro. Leave me alone. I want to play The Sims in peace. Please. Anyways, I don't like welcome mats because people automatically assume Emma put a spare key to my home underneath the rug. Like, bro, that is an old trick. And I don't want a random person being like, Emma let myself in. Like, imagine you're just chillin' in your living room, and some random person just walks into your home like, hello. All because you left a spare key under the welcome mat. I need an unwelcome mat for my house as a matter of fact, like I want one that says go away, or something like that, lol. Now, I am working of the bedrooms of the home. I really like the light-colored wood for the armoire, aka the tall dresser with the double doors, which is what I had to look up to remember the name of the armoire, lol. To tell you the truth, I did not know what to do for that small corner, but I decided to put a desk there so Grandma can write her novels there. She writes them down the old-fashioned way, so no computers here either. I think she would see Amazon or Temu and buy literally everything she saw with horses on it, or something that they say was a limited-time offer and can't be found anywhere else, and impulse buy stuff. Almost kind of like how I do with anything that is remotely medieval armor or weaponry, because it's shiny and it's cool looking. Being broke nerf my spending power, bro. Like, why do I have to spend like $500 plus something on groceries? And not to mention said groceries are now at a smaller size and they cost like 20 times more than what they used to, but pop off economy, lol. I decided to add some small details in some of the rooms, like the height measurement thing on the kids' bedroom, so that the grandparents can measure their grandkids each time they visit, and little baby shoes in frame on the wall, so they can remember them when they were that tiny. Now, the upstairs bathroom was going to be a half bathroom, but then I thought of adding a shower, so I added it. Since the bathroom is small, I did not have a lot of room to put decor, so I placed a towel rack on the wall to hold the towels. Then I went back downstairs to get the same exact rug that I used there for the shower rug, because I wouldn't want to allow Gram or Papa to slip when they get out of the shower. Guess who's back outside? Yes, you're right, it is I. Anyways, I finally decided what I wanted to add into that little fenced-in area. A grill, a seating area, a small garden, and a nectar-making distillery thing, because Grandpa and Grandma are retired and have to have another hobby. It also gives them an excuse to have as much nectar shells as they do in their dining room. Adding some final touches to the terrain, and there we go. Grandpa's cozy cabin is finally done. And now I shall give you all a small tour of Grandpa's cabin. I hope you like it. Random fun fact, this video was like 80 minutes long originally, so you can tell how long it took me to build this and decorate it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want more build videos in the future. Bye.